So this Lotus series is something he's been doing for less than a year, and you're seeing, we have a couple more around the gallery. He does cranberry lotus, blue lotus. They've been very popular and very nice for the spring season, and something that Martin decided to go in a couple of new directions, so this is one of the pieces you're seeing in that
One of
series.
his many directions, because not only is he working on the lotuses, but you can see in the other room, he still is developing his abstract form. He still is interested in the figure. Everything is really based off the figure. One interesting about Martin used to be the head gap for Dale Chihuly for 12 years. This is head glass forward. A lot of our artists in this gallery actually got their start with Dale Chihuly. A Swedish artist came in when Martin was working. One thing Dale allows his co-workers to do that he hand-picks, by the way, is that he lets them work for Dale Chihuly for 3 days. The other 4 days they're allowed to experiment and develop their own art. And that's why a lot of the artists that work with Dale become professional practicing artists with a very successful career. And a Swedish artist came in and said, you know, Martin, I see you blowing wax. You seem to be struggling a little bit. And I see over here you're working with wax and you're working with clay. And you're working with sculptor's clay, sculptor's wax. He says, Martin, do you understand that you can sculpt glass the same way that you're sculpting these other materials? And something just clicked in Martin's head. And in a very short amount of time, his work changed entirely, and he just launched this amazing career. Now Martin has his own glass studio with six assistants. He's been in 2 museum shows this past year, and he's also going to do the reflective pond at the Tacoma Museum of Glass up in Tacoma, Washington, that's going to be installed in 2008. So it's just a phenomenal artist. And when you look at these pieces, I mean, every single petal is sculpted by his hand.
And actually, he did a major installation in the 120 South LaSalle building here in Chicago. If you've been or if you have time to go, you should definitely check it out. It's pretty incredible.
It's the largest glass installation in Chicago, and when you look at it, just imagine that you're looking at a figure that has been outlined.
Where is it? Is it like when you pull up?
It's right in the lobby.
So with that, I'll let you look around, and please let Michael or I know if you have any questions about any of the other artists you see in the gallery, and enjoy.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And Starbucks would like to thank you for coming on the tour by giving you a complimentary cup of coffee, water, juice, sandwich, whatever it is that you wish to use this for. And they have pretty new packaging, I've noticed. So, yeah. Oh, there you go, ma'am. There you go. So it'll help you with your paper or your
Definitely. I want to go back.
It's always necessary to revisit the gallery.
Right.
And the website is fantastic.
Yeah,
And here, this is a complimentary whatever you choose. I'm sorry, ma'am. No, Steve was not. That gentleman was the bald man. His name is Paul. Yes. No, Stephen wasn't there. It didn't appear to be there, so I didn't see it. And you?
That's just something about really like that. Because all of these still kind of cool from that great thing in the other world. All the pieces that are displayed here have that. Is that how he does all of these kind, like that is kind of sort of thing?
That is the stem, so we can attach all the petals onto it. So this represents the stem of the flower. Basically, in this film,
That's pretty much his style.
well, for these pieces, but if
Yeah.
you look around the corner here, like I mentioned, and what you'll see represented if you go visit the 120 South LaSalle building, you start to see works like this that Martin really has created.
Right, but I mean, those flowers
Those
all have,
flowers.
that series has
Yes,
like...
they all have that
Okay,
stem.
okay.
And that's where he has
Right,
it all.
right, yeah.
Yeah, they're fascinating.
Yeah, and it makes it sit at a really interesting, I mean, it sits almost at such an interesting angle.
Yeah, and he, Martin is extremely specific on how to display all of his works. He will actually put a piece of blue tape on the flower, on the lotus, and say front, and that's exactly how he wants it displayed.
Okay, well, that was going to be my next question, is that do you get, does he give instructions with that, or do you get like free, is there other positions that they can go into?
Sure, of course there are. I mean, this is, with this new series, mind you, we just received these last week, but all of the other stuff, we never go ahead and designate what was front and what was not. But you can certainly go ahead and play with it. I mean, we've placed plenty of these in people's homes where we have, altered the way that they sit just because of the way that it works in their home.
Yeah, right.
But, you need to see what it's going to find its own level.
Right.
So,
I love that. I really think it's neat when you can take a piece of artwork and like shift it. And I'm curious, a couple of times a year I move the artwork in my apartment, just so I can look at things at different angles.
well, it's important too, I think.
And it's so nice to have something like that you can like kind of shift and just see that.
A little bit of variable. Yeah, because it really makes it seem as if it's a new thing.
Yeah.
Because it's a new experience.
Right. Oh, wow. Kind of wondering about that space. Yeah. That is really neat.
But in the gallery, Martin is so specific that he will come in and we will have set up a piece, and he'll be in for SOFA Chicago, and he'll say, Michael, do you know that piece is sideways? And I'll say, and I'll make something else so that he doesn't slap me in the face.
Yeah, wow. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome. Yeah.
Michael, while you still have a voice, I have a question for you.
Sure.
I'm a member of the Literature and Art Committee of the University Club. We have art gallery show. How did you dream that you find out up-and-coming artists?
No sculpture. I mean,